James, okay, we're going to fit an external door into an existing frame. What's the first thing we need to be looking at doing?
Right, there's 3 points of measurements, top, middle and bottom, on the width and then vertically each side from top to bottom. And that allows us to get an accurate measurement of all the frame.
Brilliant. So we've got accurate measurements, we can order our door, but just coming back to the tools, you know, what kind of tools? Is it just normal household tools like a hammer and a screwdriver and a drill?
But one exception, you need an electric plane if the door doesn't fit.
Okay, brilliant. Now, when the door arrives, what is it, the first thing we need to do with it?
Right, offer the door up to the frame, the 2-man lift, and then if it doesn't fit, mark round exactly where it doesn't fit, pull the door away and then you can see exactly where you need to plane.
Brilliant. So we know where we're going to cut off or get rid of the excess on the door. How do you do it? How do you handle the door?
I use a door stand, but if you haven't, they hold the door in place while you're playing. If you haven't got one of these, a good solid workbench is sufficient. And then when you come to planing, take little off at a time because you've only got one shot at it. Once you've trimmed the door down, it's a 2-man lift again. Right. Place 2 packers on the floor so you get the right height. Offer the door up, mark your hinges off. Once you've marked your hinges, take your door out, get your hinge, place it on the door, mark round the hinge, making sure the shoulders of the hinge is in line with the edge of the door.
Right, I noticed we've got a round hinge on this one. Is that?
Yeah, you need a smaller chisel for the round and a larger chisel for the straights. Okay. Once you start chopping it out, only chop a little bit at a time out and make sure you're getting the right depth by checking it with the hinge.
So you've got to really replace the hinge every now and again, take a bit out, put the hinge in, just see how you're going on until you actually get it flush with the door.
Yes, yep.
We've got the hinges into the door now. Do we have to bring it back to the aperture?
Yeah, offer the hinges up back to the frame,
right.
Screw it into place so the door's swinging.
Right, so why are we putting it back in?
So then when you mark on for your lock, it's accurate.
Ah, right, so I see. So you're getting a more accurate where you're marking up against your key?
Yes, yeah.
Brilliant. So,
right, then take the door back out, either place it on your stand or your workbench.
Right.
Get the faceplate of the lock, draw around the faceplate so you know exactly where the lock's going to be.
Right, okay. One of the things I've always struggled with is now we know where it's going, it's drilling. Is there anything you could advise you could tell me? How do I drill to the right depth? Yes,
measure your lock, measure the depth of the lock and then put a piece of tape on your drill bit.
Ah, right, so that then allows you to get to the right depth?
Yes.
Ah, yeah. Right, okay.
Then on this particular lock you need 6 holes drilling. And that'll help you when you're chiselling out for the lock.
Yeah, because you've taken, I suppose, a lot of the excess out there already, haven't you? So it makes it easier on your chisel.
Yes.
So then, I suppose it's more a case of just taking a little bit at a time, like we did before on the trimming?
Yes, take a little bit out and keep checking it with the lock every time.
So replacing the lock in, once you get a bit of it, you know exactly where you're going.
And to get to the right depth.
Right, okay. So now we've kind of got the thing and we've got our mortise lock is kind of in position.
Yep.
I've always had this thing about, you know, the plate around there, that always seems a little bit tricky to me.
Once your lock's in, chisel it out again to the right depth to make sure, keep checking.
Just keep checking.
Yes.
Try not to go too far.
Yes.
Okay, so now we've got it in, and do we screw it into position?
Screw it into position, make sure it's all fits nice, and then you need to take it back out again.
Why? We just got it in, we've got to take it out again?
Yep, and then you've got to measure down for your spindles and your keyhole.
Oh, I see, yeah, so you're measuring against the mortise lock itself to understand where the spindle is going to go through for the handle.
Yes, then once you've done that, put your marks on your door and then drill through the face of the door.
And that's making sure that the lock's not in at that point?
Yes.
Drill through it, and then I'm assuming then you replace the lock and screw it tight?
Yes.
So the last thing we've got to do, James?
Is place a spindle through the lock, place the handles on the door and screw the handles on.
I suppose when we put the handles on, we're just got to make sure they're nice and straight.
Yes.
Not crooked.
Yep.
Drill them in, screw them home.
Yes.
Fantastic. So now we've got all that done, is it a simple case of bringing the door back to our frame?
Yep, bring the door back to the frame, screw the hinges on, and then the door is finished.
We've done it?
Yes.
Fantastic.
One thing to remember is once you've finished fitting the door, you need to seal the faces and all the edges.
Of course, you need to make it weatherproof.
Yes.